The scream in the night. Hamza's breath caught in his throat. The scream had come from outside the mosque, sharp, terrified, and unmistakably human. The Jinn turned its head toward the entrance, its glowing amber eyes narrowing. The mosque, once thick with an eerie silence, now felt like it was holding its breath, waiting for something unseen to arrive. Hamza took a step back. What was that? The Jinn remained still. Then, in a voice lower than a whisper, it said, "You are not alone anymore." A shiver ran down Hamza's spine. Suddenly, a heavy pounding shook the mosque's wooden doors.
Bang, bang, bang.
Someone or something was trying to get in. Hamza's heart pounded in his chest. Was it Bilal? Another villager? Or was it something far worse? The Jinn turned to Hamza, its gaze unreadable. "If you open that door, you may not like what you see." The visitor in the dark. Hamza hesitated, torn between fear and the instinct to help whoever was outside. He rushed to the door, gripping the handle with trembling fingers.
"Who is it?" he called out. Silence.
Then a whisper. Not a human whisper, but something unnatural. A voice that sounded like the wind weaving through empty graves. "Let me in." Hamza's breath hitched. Something was wrong. Deeply wrong. The Jinn stepped closer, its presence looming behind Hamza. "It is not one of your kind." Hamza's stomach twisted. He took a shaky step back. "Then what is it?" The door rattled violently, as if the thing outside was losing patience. Then, its voice changed, becoming familiar, desperate.
"Hamza, please."
"It's me, Bilal. Let me in." Hamza froze. Bilal? But something was off. The voice sounded like Bilal, but also like something was wearing his voice, stretching it, distorting it. The Jinn let out a slow exhale. "Do not be fooled. It is not your friend." Hamza swallowed hard, his fingers tightening around the door handle. "How do you know?" The Jinn's burning eyes didn't leave the door. "Because your friend never made it here." A deep chill ran through Hamza's body. Then, the voice outside changed again. This time, it was not Bilal's voice. It was his mother's. "Hamza, open the door, my son. Come home." Tears pricked at Hamza's eyes. But he knew. He knew his mother was safe at home. Whatever was outside was trying to trick him. The Jinn's warning. Hamza stepped away from the door, pressing his back against the wall. The knocking had stopped. But now, something worse was happening. A low, wet scratching sound came from the door, as if something with sharp nails was dragging itself against the wood. Then, the Jinn spoke, its voice calmer now. "It is a trickster. A lost one. It seeks an invitation." Hamza clenched his fists. "Invitation?" The Jinn nodded slowly. "They cannot enter without permission. That is the rule." Hamza's chest tightened. If he had opened the door, would that thing have stepped inside? The scratching grew louder, more frantic. The door shook violently, as if whatever was outside was enraged. Then, silence. A moment later, footsteps. Soft, barefoot footsteps, walking away from the door. Hamza exhaled shakily. "It's gone." The Jinn's amber eyes flickered. For now, Hamza's legs trembled beneath him. He had faced a Jinn, spoken to it, and now something worse had come looking for him. He turned back to the Jinn, his voice barely above a whisper. "What is happening to me?" The Jinn was quiet for a long moment. Then it finally spoke. "You stepped into a world few return from." A chill settled deep in Hamza's bones. He knew, in that moment, that his life would never be the same again. And whatever had come for him that night would come back, to be continued.